We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 27, entitled Attacked by Chandravega on the City of King Puranjana, text number 12. Okay, what did we discuss last time? It was a long purport. Quite a long purport. Yes.
So that is the most painful thing in life. Detached from everything. It causes suffering.
That is the most painful thing in life. Yes. Oh well, man, there might be even some more painful things before that comes. But generally, that means everything is taken away. Sometimes in life, many other things that we are attached to are taken away. But that's our body also. And then absolutely everything else is taken away. So that's why it's very painful. And this is why in spiritual life we cultivate gradual detachment. We try to remind ourselves that there's no point of attaching ourselves again to something else or someone else, because inevitably that attachment will fail. We will have to become separated. So why becoming attached to something that is temporary? So this is what we always have to be conscious, and this is the sign of spiritual advancement, as much as we are conscious of that or not. Yes, it's tough one, yeah. So how much we are trying to become, at least we should try, that's the point, because everything requires practice, abhyas, no, everything is practice. So maybe it's not going to happen immediately, but at least we should keep on trying. Maybe we may fail sometimes, but again, at least we should keep on trying. And when we try, then maybe might not be possible by our own strength and endeavor, but then by Krishna's mercy, devotee's mercy, we might be able to succeed. But we have to keep on trying. By that, we are letting Krishna know, yes, I'm endeavoring, I want this. It's not that you really don't want, and that's why you're not even trying. So yes, and that everything will be taken away. Okay, but why did you mention that point? Why that point was really?
Attachment to anything in this world, because like it is temporary.
We said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't touch your mouth. Yeah, should wash your hands. Okay, any other points? Yes.
You spoken about meat eating.
Okay.
Religious and irreligious. Religious one it is allowed. It is not allowed because it has to maintain. It has to regulate the human being. That's why it's allowed. Proper food, what is contained. But still we have to suffer a karmic reaction.
Yeah, we were talking about meat eating, killing the animals, so-called sacrifices. They're all, it was said in previous verse, they're all very ghastly sacrifices because of their desire to kill animals. So, tamaguna, and it's very simple. It's actually very simple. I just saw today on the news. I couldn't even read. I just scrolled quickly, and then in Brazil they have I don't know how many millions of cows, and they were advertising such a wonderful opportunity or facility that for beef eating. It's like heavy. I was like I couldn't even. And then there was some very beautiful cow, because they brought cows to Brazil from India. There was one very beautiful cow. I said it's a very expensive cow. I don't know how much it costs, like super expensive. A very beautiful cow, white cow. Said such a title. I didn't read the article. I just read the title. It's so horrible. Just imagine, they just yes, wonderful ground for beef eating. Of course, Argentina. I don't know if you're aware. Argentina, it's one of the top. India's number one, at least used to be. India, number one in beef exports. Help heavily. How simple it is. So now there was the article about Brazil. So simple, so simple. Anyway, okay. Any other points? Yes.
As long as we eat meat, there will be no peace and there will be war.
Okay. As long as we eat meat, there won't be peace. There will be war. So this we are coming across. This is King Prachinabarhishat is being instructed by Narada Muni, because for his sense gratification, he was involved in a lot of sinful activity. Okay, is there any other point? Anything that stands? Yeah.
Narad was telling to Prachinabarhishat about the Puranjan story, but it was only his stories. But last one he indicated him that he was doing like this.
Yeah, that we already explained. Okay, a few times. Okay, so now we have this text 12. Let's see what's going on. Yukte Shivam Pramattasya Kutam Ba Sakta Chetasaha Asada Da Savaikaro Yo Priya Priya Yoshitam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This is very amazing. I'm reading work of Srila Jiva Goswami on Srimad Bhagavatam, and it points out how amazing is Srimad Bhagavatam. It's the essence of the Vedic literature. It's really the essence, and this is pointed out through several different acharyas. It has been pointed out by the scriptures itself. It has been pointed out by Bhagavatam. And really, if you want to study and understand and know anything, you just have to read this Bhagavatam. Everything is there. It's just such an amazing scripture. You don't have to waste your time, exploring and reading anything else. So it's just such a wonderful, wonderful book. Even I think Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, even if all the libraries in the world would have been lost, but if we have Srimad Bhagavatam, then we wouldn't be disturbed. That's sufficient. And it's a whole encyclopedia of whatever we require. Especially to develop the most essential thing. What is that? What are we practicing? What's the most important and essential thing that we are trying to gain? Yeah, love of Krishna. Love of Krishna. Okay, so it says here, thus King Puranjana, being attracted to fruitive activities, karma kandya, as well as kit and kin, and being obsessed with polluted consciousness, eventually arrived at that point, not very much liked by those who are overly attached to material things. What is that? What is that point that everybody has to come, especially those who are overly attached to material things? That we will find out in the next verse. So maybe not today, but next time. But what is it? Can anyone guess? What kind of point did he come? What kind of realization? What kind of circumstance? Yes? Yeah, time of death. Most likely, yes. Most likely. Okay, before I read the purport, we'll just offer prayers. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gnana Chalaka Chakshurli Tamila Smashri Namo Vishnu Paraya Krishna Vishnu Vishnu Swami Nityam Namaste Saraswati Devi Bhagavan Chani Vishnu Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Govinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, in this verse, words Priya Yoshitam, longe, and Apriya are very significant. The word Yoshit means woman, and Priya means dear or pleasing. Death is not very much welcome for those who are too attached. We're too much attached to material enjoyment, which culminates in sex. There is an instructive story in this connection. Once, when a saintly person was passing on his way, he met a prince, the son of a king, and he blessed him, saying, "My dear prince, may you live forever." Then the sage met a saintly person and said to him, "You may either live or die." Eventually the sage met a brahmachari devotee, and he blessed him, saying, "My dear devotee, may you die immediately." Which one of those would you want? Okay, one more left. One more is left. 1 second. Finally, the sage met a hunter, and he blessed him, saying, "Neither live nor die." So, what's your answer? Which one would you wish? How would you wish to be blessed? Neither live to die, die immediately, never die. Which other last one is left? Either you live, either you die. So which one would you? Do you have 4 different types of blessing? You see, it's not that people come to sages and they think sages will all give same blessing. No. May you live forever and have the wealth and this and that. No, they think give this, grant that. No, but sages don't give. Real sage doesn't give the same blessing. He sees according to the person what is the best for him. No? Did Narad Muni bless Manigriva and what was the other one? Nala Kuvera. Did he bless them in some nice way? Yes. Yeah, he practically cursed them, but that was a blessing. So here also we see different types of blessings. So which one would you choose? Anybody volunteers for me? Which one would you want? Yeah, which one?
Die immediately.
Die immediately. Are you sure? Are you ready? If you're not ready, then don't desire it. You have to be ready. Because if you're not ready, then you'll have to take birth again. What is that? Brahman Janma Mritasya Cha. One who has died, the birth is sure, and one who has taken birth, the death is again certain. So if you're not Krishna conscious, you have to take birth again, and then what did you gain? Nothing much. So you have to be ready. Anybody else has some desires? Any option of being blessed? Anyway, this is very instructive story Srila Prabhupada is telling. So he's elaborating here. He says that the point is that those who are very sensual and are engaged in sense gratification do not wish to die. You see so many people, nobody wants to die. But you can die any moment. You can die any moment. There is no guarantee. Any moment you can die. I remember when I was a teenager, before I came to India. I mean, I was like in a high school, and I remember like I had few, not so close friends, but I knew them. They died. They left the body. And one even when I was in, I think 7th or 8th grade, crashed into the pillar. On a bike, I was driving, there was a curve, there was a pillar, couldn't avoid, smashed completely. Very, very, very fast. He died. Another boy, he was playing volleyball. It was very hot outside in the summer. And there was, beside the river, there were like a little lakes. But because the lakes, they were very deep, and the water was very cold. It wasn't, warmed up. Maybe a little bit on the surface, but beneath was. And then he jumped, being so hot, after playing volleyball. And then when he jumped, and that coolness of the water, it was such a shock for the body. He got heart attack. Left the body. And there was one other senior boy who went to some club in the night. And then there was another guy who had a gun, and they were quarreling about parking space, something like this. And then this other guy just pulled out the gun and in front of everybody, his friends, everyone, just shoot him out. So many things happen. Any moment one can leave the body. You cannot say, oh, I'm young, I will live forever. How do you know you will live forever? Where is the guarantee? I know one boy, he was jumping from one track to another. He left the body in, I think, VT station. Any moment, how many, even here in Mumbai, how many cases of people leaving the body happens? And we think, oh, we will never die. This just happens to someone else. So any moment, that's the whole point, how we should practice spiritual life. We should think that any moment we can leave the body. There was like, one devotee told me, do you know anyone who can tell me my horoscope, my Jyotish, Kundalini, how you say it. And I said, why? Because he said, I'm just doing so much prajalpa, I'm joking around here and there, and I want to know when I'm going to die. So if I find out that it's going to be soon, I better become serious. I said, you should immediately become serious. What's the point of even knowing when you're going to? You should immediately become serious. Because we never know what may happen. We should immediately become serious. We should not waste time. We should not do prajalpa. We should not joke around. Big plans for the future. No? There's so many big plans. I will do this, and I'll get so much money, and I'll do this, and I'll build a big house, and how many people? I know a few people also. They started building big houses, and just before they completed or something, they left the body. I know one man in Holland. He was building big house. And that was like his hobby also, because he was very particular about so many details, and it took so much time. And then he was in his that time mid-40s, which is not much. It's not much. You build this house and you think I will retire and then I will enjoy. And then he just died. He left the body. And now, what's the use of that house? What is the use? You spend so much time, energy, being so attached. We do so many things, we have so many plans in life. And that's that attachment. That is that attachment. And then we develop that attachment. And of course, because that is the case, then we definitely have to come back. We have to take another body. So those who wish to enjoy the life, and those who have that kind of tendency, I want to enjoy, I still have, they still hope the life will be happy and this and that. That's a grand illusion. That's such an incredible illusion. And for them, Srila Prabhupada gives this example of a sadhu blessing these people. You never die. You should never die. But will that happen? No, they will die also. They will die. But they should be in that illusion. Because if you want to exploit the world, then you should be in that illusion that I will never die. I will never die. Of course, till the moment the death comes, and then there's nothing you can do. And then it's over. How people suffer, really, it's so amazing. People are attached to their family, people are attached to their nation, people are attached to so many temporary things. How much suffering is there once you're pulled away from it? It's over, finished. Like you're watching a good movie. Let's say you watch a good movie. I don't know, you don't have to imagine better. That's an example. You're watching some really good movie, you really like that movie, whatever that movie might be about, it doesn't matter. You really like the movie, you like the story, you like the things going on, and suddenly there is electricity cut. That's it. That's what happens. That's how that.
I want to say something about.
Really? Okay.
I'm totally.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Now you're next. Okay. You want mic? But then speak loudly because they come here.
The same nature about myself.
Yeah, no problem. Yes.
I'm 12th standard.
Huh?
I'm sure 12th standard. My age.
You're in 12th standard.
12th standard. My age is.
Did you complete 12th or still it's going? Okay.
Now I'm working.
You're working.
It's talking about the past.
Okay.
Same. I'm traveling.
When he was in 12th standard.
I'm traveling in train.
Okay.
And look outside to same incident. Mumbai.
The rod, while he was traveling in train, the rod like hit
Hit my head.
Which road? Road came from where? Church. No,
He was
looking
out of the train.
I'm looking out.
You're looking out of the train and you hit the road. Brilliant. Okay. And then?
Then Nursing Devi saved me.
Nrsimhadev saved you.
I didn't chanting, but that is what is.
His dad was a pure devotee, he was chanting, and he was not chanting that time. So here he realized that.
See?
So Mumbai is near about there.
Yeah.
Now it's
Now you're chanting, yes. Nice. I was flying like 13 meters. I was counting later on. How much is 13 meters? If you would have taken any length now, 13 meters would come to what?
Half.
Half what?
There's half.
Half of the whole. I think more than that.
One is this.
One is this. So 13 times. Go fast. Measure fast. Huh? Anyway, 13. I was going we were doing some cycling, And we went to some hills, vineyards. Of course, we didn't drink. We were devotees at that time, It's like we went through this. One devotee's father had some. We went there, and then from there we were just going down the hills like this. And then I was in the middle, and then first devotee went, no problem. But then I was coming, there was a curve, and then the car is coming. And what he did, the devotee before me, he cut the curve. There was no car. But the car was coming, I couldn't go, cut the curve, you just hit the car. So I had to go, normal way. But the speed was we were going like 60 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast on a bike, and you're going down down the road, down the hill. And I couldn't, there was no way now, because if I would have, try immediately in such a speed, I would have fallen down. That's for sure. That's another thing. I just fall down. So, what do you do? And then, there was other side of the road. There was like some pebbles, not pebbles, but like some sand, and like some whatever, some whatever stuff like that. And and I pressed the brake, so that didn't work. So I was slowly kind of trying to brake, and then I blocked the wheels, but because of that gravel, whatever nonsense was there, it just slided off, just slided off. And I was like, I don't know if I was flying, like, yeah, it wasn't funny then to me, I even laughed, but I wasn't laughing. Yeah, I was like, oh, and then I end up, in some ditch with bushes and stuff like that, And that devotee who was behind, he saw everything, Okay. Okay, yeah. He saw everything. I was like, shoo. So the bike was completely messed up. It's broken, both wheels back and forth, this, that. I don't know what we did here later. And I was like, nothing happened to me, just few scratches. Few scratches. I didn't even feel the pain of falling down or something. Just few scratches because there were some berries, something there, something like that. Just because of that, that kind of bush or something. Nothing. So that's Nrsimha. That's Nrsimha. How it's possible, There was quite a flying, and there was quite a knockdown. But that was heavy. You fall from 1 meter. How much? Once, Anyway, once I fall just on the steps, I was like, I still have a scar. See? You see? That's it. That was just falling on the stairs. That's nothing, It was very painful. I felt the weight of myself. I was like, then I decided to fast a little bit after that. So I was like, no, I'm joking. That was heavy, but it was 13 meters, That was quite a bump. Nothing happened that time. So you never know what may happen. You never, once, I'll tell you another story. We were distributing books in Missouri. No? That's in Dehradun. That's a hill station. So we went up with a bus. And we were so adventurous, we had such a wonderful character devotees that nobody checked the bus, we just took the bus from the temple and we are going, Haribo. Nobody checked anything about the bus, how it's working, how is this, how is that. And then we went up and we did distribute some books. And then on the way down, it's just like, it's like this, going down. And then we decided, fortunately, by Krishna's mercy, somebody got a brilliant idea. There is some water park there or something, a little bit something for taking baths. So it was summer, it was hot. So okay, let's just dip in the water a little bit, cool down, then we'll continue further. So fortunately, we diverted from the main road, and as soon as we did that, the brake burned. So we didn't have a brake. And that's why I said I didn't check the bus. So the hand one was not working. And we are like a few devotees, and the bus is filled with books. You know what a weight that is. And the bus is going now, and you can't stop it. There's no handbrake, and this one's burned. You cannot stop the bus, and it's going down. How do you control the bus? And it's on decline, like this. So fortunately, like I said, we turned there, and then there is like a little hill, and we bumped with the bus, into that. That's what stopped the bus. So it wasn't damaged too much, but that's what stopped the bus. Otherwise, if we wouldn't have done this, and the brake, would have gone somewhere else, it would be Haribo. So there are so many instances in life. Everyone can think a little bit about it. I mean, of course, I remember some accidents also, whatever. And we take this for granted, but we just really never know when we may leave the body. And any moment you can do it, and you never know when again. You might be protected, or when you may not. So we should never take it for granted. Just don't know when and how. So we should take spiritual life very seriously. We shouldn't have that mentality. Yes, I want to enjoy and I will live forever and everything will be great and wonderful. Where is the guarantee? Nobody can guarantee that. So it's pretty heavy. I'm sure everybody has some kind of experience, and I can remember many more stories in relationship to others, but I guess it should be clear. Yeah. So that's why Prabhupada said, those who want to enjoy, they definitely don't have a wish to die. So generally, a prince has enough money to enjoy his senses. Therefore, the great sage said that he should live forever. For as long as he lived, he could enjoy life, but after his death, he would go to hell. So he's enjoying the life. And quite often, princes are very haughty, like arrogant, very, so they can be very super. And like very possessive and careless. So since the brahmachari devotee was living a life of severe austerities and penances in order to be promoted back to Godhead, the sage said that he should die immediately so that he need not continue to labor hard and could instead go back home, back to Godhead. So brahmacharis, brahmacharya tapasya means it's a life of renunciation, life of austerity. So it's not that if you go back to God that you have to live life of renunciation and austerity. No, this is just process of purification. So hopefully that process of purification, then it's over, and then no more of those types of purifications. So that's a blessing of the stage. Okay, then just leave the body immediately. No more of this kind of tapasya. A saintly person may either live or die, for during his life he is engaged in serving the Lord, and after his death he also serves the Lord. Thus this life and the next are same for a saintly devotee, for in both he serves the Lord. So for somebody who is like really spiritually advanced, it doesn't matter. Like Lord Shiva said to Parvati in case of when she cursed Chitraketu Maharaj. So Lord Shiva said, see, he's a devotee of Krishna, For him it doesn't matter. He may go to hell, it just doesn't matter. For a devotee, it just doesn't, any circumstance don't matter. Because wherever he is, he'll be, Krishna conscious. He'll do some devotional service. And then since the hunter lives a very ghastly life due to killing animals, I just saw a little, I found one pen drive, and I'm just checking what is on that pen drive. I brought that from the West last time I was there. And there was somebody gave me one documentary on vegetarianism. And I saw two men, they were working in slaughterhouse in Germany or somewhere. And they said they came across, there were some instances of some little calves or something was there, they were supposed to shoot and whatever, something. And then something happened, and they described the whole scene, and then they said they couldn't do it. This one guy said I shoot him up and said, that's it, I resigned from that point and this, that. They had some change of heart, after who knows how many times they killed, and slaughtered like that. So it's pretty heavy. So usually the hunters, these kind of people are very cruel. It is said in the World War II, the greatest butchers were actually butchers, and the people who were like in concentration camps or something, they were butchers. They were slaughtering animals before, And what people do, what do you think they eat mostly when the war takes place? What is the easiest form of food? It's meat. Some kind of form. So how many animals have to be slaughtered? And that's why this slaughter, it's also going on. People slaughtering each other. Yeah. Now what? Nepalis are going to fight in Ukraine. Even I think I saw Indian flag or something. Or stupid people, so stupid. Go and die, for what? For what? No brain, really no brain. Just go and get slaughtered. Why? Because you have no brain, because you've been slaughtering also. And you've been killing also. So that's what the reaction then. And then you have to see and witness all that slaughter again. Horrible, horrible, hellish. So that's why somebody who is a hunter, who is such kind of butcher, then his life it's already hellish. So better, neither he should live, neither he should die, because if he dies, and of course he will die, then he goes to hell. And then he has to be, torn and cut, and who knows what else follows there. Horrible, horrible other things. So that's why. So he's advised to neither live or die. So King Puranjana, coming back to our story, King Puranjana finally arrived at the point of old age. You see, he was living whole life. We were hearing in previous verses. So now it's going to get fun. Now please make sure that you come every Tuesday and hear what is going on. That's going to be a lot of fun. The description of old age and dying is going to be given. So he came to the point of the old age. In old age, the senses lose their strength. That's like when Sumi told a story about these two homosexual fellows, no? Young and old fellow. This old fellow lost, his senses became weak, but the young one was still demanding to have so much sex, no? Yeah. See? So when the old age comes, no more strength, senses become weak. It said here, in old age the senses lose their strength, and although an old man desires to enjoy his senses, and especially sex life, he's very miserable because his instruments of enjoyment no longer function. See? Body doesn't cooperate. Although your mind is still crazy and contaminated like anything. You have another story?
No, in that only, he was also actually making effort, that older fellow, even the younger one. So they were both going to gym together and they were working out to keep their body fit so they can enjoy each other.
But there is a difference. No? Yeah. There is a difference. You can't compare, no? No matter what you try to do, no matter what you try to take to enhance your stamina, no? Whatever. So beautiful. Okay, anyway. So such sensualists are never prepared for death. Are they ever prepared for death? No. They simply want to live on and extend their life by so-called scientific advancement. So they both must be having AIDS. One definitely has, no? The other one definitely must be having also. So now what they're going to do? Change their blood? You can live for some years longer. There was one very famous basketball player. He had AIDS. Still he's alive.
Yeah, I checked the comment section. Many were telling me I have, but I can live. So he was like,
but that's very expensive. You have to change. You have to keep on changing whole blood. You have to, remove the old contaminated one and then be infused with a new one or something. It's heavy. It's pretty heavy. Anyway. So Prabhupada said here, he said, some foolish Russian scientists also claim that they're going to make man immortal through scientific advancement. Under the leadership of such crazy fellows, civilization is going on. Cruel death, however, comes and takes all of them away despite their desire to live forever. This type of mentality was exhibited by Hiranyakashipu, but when the time was ripe, the Lord personally killed him within a second. Okay, any comments on this? So, point of this verse is that King Puranjana became old, but still he's in this category like a prince. Of course, he's a king, but same mentality. Yeah, like those people who want to enjoy, and they think they will live forever, they will never die. most of the people are like this. Most of the people are like this. They think I will just enjoy the life and I'll do whatever has to be done so I can keep on enjoying. Yeah. But you see, when you get old, your body doesn't cooperate anymore. That's another very interesting thing. Your body doesn't function anymore the way it used to, or what you become used to. And you wish that you never die, but you will die. Everybody dies. There's nobody who didn't die yet. But you're not ready for it. And that's why it's a great frustration. It's a great misfortune that you experience in that moment because you're not ready. You're not ready to detach yourself. It will be forceful. Everything will be forcefully cut. And that's going to be so painful. So that's what Shastra said. Better we learn. Better instead of being forcefully, dragged away, better we detach ourselves. And it's not going to pain so much. That's the process of the Vedas. Okay, any questions on this? Yeah.
Like you mentioned the King Puranjana being attached to fruitive activities. Like even in someone who is doing devotional service, it happens that at some point get knocked by some material desire. Let's say, for my example, I'm doing it, but then I just started to desire to do some calisthenics or to hang and all. I know monkeys does it. Also, there's no point but still it comes and it comes in mind and you want to try it.
Apuryamana achalam pratishta samudra papavishantiya. We should have a mind of a sage that is compared to an ocean. No matter how many rivers enter into the ocean remains calm and still. So no matter how many crazy desires enter into our mind, we should understand, should use intelligence. Is it really important? Is it really worth it? We really want to waste our time like this? Should use intelligence. And if you don't have intelligence, then pray to Krishna, please give me some intelligence. And get the intelligence from the Shastra. Not that every desire comes, we have to jump about it. You see during the day how many desires come. How many desires come? Is it possible to fulfill them all? It's impossible. So then why should we acting upon some of those which really have no connection to Krishna? What is the use? What is the use? If we want something for the health, okay, fine, we can do some exercise or something. We want something, but then that something should be steady, and then we have to also see that the time is not wasted. We play some bhajan, we play some lecture, we play something, whatever it is. We have to see what can be connected to Krishna and what cannot. Okay, and it's not that how many desires, really, that's what I'm saying. You see, everybody make a little little exercise, yeah, let's put it this way. One day, let's say tomorrow, just follow your mind and see how many things your mind will suggest to you. How many desires will come. You just put it on the paper. You see it. And just one day you see what kind of things your mind is suggesting to you and tries to divert you from Krishna. Just see, just make one day, little experiment, little exercise like this. Just put it one day. From the morning till night, you just see, mind said that, this. How many times and what he's saying. And then you use your intelligence, see, is it really making sense? So should I follow that crazy mind or should I follow Guru Sadhana Shastra? So that's why it's so essential that we have an authority in spiritual life. And even if the mind suggests anything, we consult, we confirm that with authority. Should this really be done or not? And then we learn how to follow authority. We don't learn how to follow just our crazy mind. We learn how to follow authority. That's what it's going to save us in spiritual life. There's no other thing that will save us in spiritual life but that. Because mind will come up with so many ideas. But But is it really good for us or not? We will not be able to judge. That's why we have to have someone who will guide us, who will confirm whether it is good or it's not good. Absolutely essential. Yes.
Prabhuji, could you please elaborate that hunter's case?
Elaborate hunter's
Either
case.
live or not die.
Even when he's living, it's so ghastly, disgusting work he's doing. No? So what kind of life is that? No? He's slaughtering animals, so much pain, so much blood, so much horrible, horrible, horrible. No? Even his life, it's hellish. I know one boy who was going with me in primary, secondary school. We went together. I mean, we were not too, I was not close to him at all. I just, once I got to fight with him. And I got some chastisement. Anyway, whatever happened. so as a little foolish. So I learned later on he started working in some chicken slaughterhouse. Yeah. And then I met him on the street because in my hometown it's not a big home, it's like it's a very small town, and compared to India it's like a village almost, like 50,000 people. What is that? It's nothing. In the West that's considered quite big, but anyway. But so I met him on the street and he had all his hands like wrapped or something this, and I said, what happened? He said, I got some terrible disease, some pus and some horrible things coming out, I said, but what are you doing? He said, I'm working in slaughterhouse, and this is, it's like hellish. So I got some heavy reaction. So like this, so the life of a butcher or hunter or whatever it is, it's already so hellish, and then what to speak of when he leaves the body, what awaits him, Understand? Okay, anything else? A few seconds. Yes.
What is different between mukti and moksha?
What is difference between
Mukti and moksha.
mukti and moksha? Mukti, Siddhi Kami, moksha, mukti. It's the same thing, it's just synonymous. I don't know what's the difference. It's the same thing. Anybody knows exact terminology? It's the same thing, mukti or moksha. It's liberation, both refer to liberation. It's like synonymous, in which case one is applied and not another, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's technical, Yes, Vipin, Bolo. Yes, ask now.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask.
See, that's all.
In Sumitro case, I heard from him only. Like that case he always used to see on YouTube, and those fellow have some YouTube accounts.
Okay, what's the point? Get to the point.
So is this okay to go through all these things?
That you ask him, I ask him.
No, I'm asking Prabhuji because is it okay to take association from these kinds
So what do you think?
No, I don't take Prabhuji.
So then you don't think. I understand. Yeah. Okay, I think yes. Last fast.
One who is not eating meat and suppose he's feeding someone else.
Okay.
He has to also.
Same. Manu Samhita said, one who kills, one who transports, one who cooks, one who serves, one who anything in relationship to it. Everybody gets same sin. Everybody. Yes.
Even if he is feeding to animal like a dog, cat, even a person is.
Yes. You get karma also. You feed dog, you feed whatever animal is that, you still get karma for it. Very bad deal, yeah. Everybody's involved in killing.
I know something that can be worse than that, even comparing to that.
Okay. Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Premanande.